There's a young man here in our church that God has done a great work in his life. He's going to tell you the story about Theo wasn't born with any condition that caused him to be in this wheelchair. He's going to share that with you. He's going to share that it was a simple invitation from somebody that was taking a college class with him. It caused him to come and visit Community Bible Church. And now he calls this church his home. Would you put your hands together? Welcome Theo Law.
Spiritually, he got me out the trouble. And I had one star, y'all. My truck turned over 7 times. And the driver's side of my truck was just like a can, a can getting smashed. And I remember the state trooper telling me, he said, I don't know how you got out of there. You really ain't supposed to be here. And I looked up at him and I told him, I said, yeah, I'm supposed to be here, but there's things I'm supposed to be doing that I'm not doing. And as God, I went through the hospital, the surgery. After all that, I had one scar on my elbow, y'all, and I know it was God. It wasn't nobody else. But after all that, it took a time for me to understand that God had something for me to do, and it wasn't running around in the streets, selling drugs, chasing women, misleading people, deceiving people. And through it all, it took me a while to really accept that I was in this trip. But at the end of the day, I always said, I want to get out of this trip because you know with God, all things are possible. And it's going to happen sooner than, I realized. And just being here, able to speak to you all, something I've done before, but this right here is like special to me, y'all, because I know what God finna do, and where He gonna take all of us. He gonna take CBC to a whole nother dimension. Pastor Doug, whatever he called to do, he being obedient, y'all. We just gonna support him and love on him, and wherever he go, we're gonna keep an eye on him and just keep praying that wherever God leads him, they gonna be successful. So we just thank God on that. On my story it took me about 2 years after my accident and just really accepting this what was going on, this it. Because actually I worked every day and I was doing fine. I didn't have to run the streets, but it was just a choice. We all had a choice. God gave us options every day. We can go this way or we can go that way. His way is the only way, y'all. Ain't no in between, ain't no gray area.
Amen.
It's just His way is the only way.
Amen.
And if we accept Jesus in our life, God can do the rest. But we got to be obedient. And that leads me back to Pastor Doug. He been obedient and moving away from there and doing what he needed to do for God and his family. So that's what's important. But it took me about 3 years to get myself together to think about it. I remember only drug I ever done was marijuana. And I used to sit in my backyard after physical therapy and smoke marijuana. And I remember but numerous times I go in the house, I turn the TV on, and I put it on the church station, and I can hear him just talking to me. I hear God just telling me, you got to get it together, What else you want me to do to you? What else I got to do for you to step out of where you at and stop thinking it's about you? It's not about me. He saved me for a reason. He saved me to help others. That's my goal, is to be a blessing to others every day of my life. And that ain't always been that way. But from where I'm at now, from where I come from now, is night and day. And I'll seen some dark places and dark situations. Without someone interceding and praying on my behalf, I ain't gonna tell them where I would be right now. But at the end of the day, Pastor, every Sunday I hear Pastor Doug and Pastor Jim stress this. Prayer is the most important thing we can do for the next person, for ourselves, for our enemies, is prayer. And like I said on Wednesday night, I got to do that, y'all. I got to hear y'all. There's no excuses. So if I can hear y'all, they hear they making sacrifices. We all got to step up and make sacrifices. So I'm gonna challenge y'all. I'm gonna challenge myself. Wednesday night, we need to be here. If we're gonna help this city, we're gonna help the people around us, we're gonna be a blessing to them, and we'll start with prayer. So I just, I challenge y'all, I challenge myself, because I know on Wednesday, I be busy, but I'm not that busy. But family, and we're going to see results. Not saying they ain't see the results from doing it now, but just imagine all of us coming in and doing it together as a family. I challenge them, so at the end of the day, we'll see how it work out. The story is just, like I said, I used to come in the house every time I'm on that level, thinking I'm making myself feel better, really feeling miserable, really. But I can hear God was telling me, So I started going to this one church. I enjoyed it. I learned so much, but I knew it was time for me to leave there. And I gave my life to God there. I gave my life to Christ. And when I did, at first it was like, great, I've done a great thing. I'm learning, I'm growing. God taking me places. But he had to cleanse me, And I didn't understand that at first when, because I always been told, when you get it like God, your life will be better. It's true. That is very true. But you got to be cleansed in the process. And when I was being afflicted on other ends, it was good for me. But at the time, I was like, I know I'm doing right. But it seemed like every time I turned around, it was something else, something. But I realized it was just, I was being cleansed for one. But on the other side, Satan still fighting because he knew he could count on me in my early years of my life. Because every morning I woke up to do something sinful. And me not daring for along his team, he fought me tooth and nail. He fight me today. He fought me all this week about just coming and speaking, sharing my story. And he gonna continue to fight us. But we got to stay prayed up. And we got to let everybody else know that, you're gonna go through things. If you think you're gonna accept Jesus and be with the Lord and honor him, and you're not gonna go through nothing, that's far from the truth. That's far from the truth. That's a big enough reason why we gotta stick together and pray. We gotta pray for one another. We gotta come in here and do what God asks us to do. And like I say, he fought me all week about this. I'm up all night. I got a whole notepad of scriptures and what I would say. I said, no, I called Pastor, I'm putting scriptures together right now. He said, no, just let God use you, let it flow through you, let the words just come out naturally, and let what he wants you to say be said. So I left my notebooks at home, y'all. The time I got on the expressway, I thought about it, I was like, you're going to be all right. Because we're in God's hand, God taking care of it. But I just want to share it with you all, and I'm going to leave y'all with this scripture. It's Psalm 107:1. It said, Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Let the Redeemer of the Lord say so, whom he has redeemed from the hands of the enemy. I thank God for redeeming me and saving me from the hand of the enemy. I know there's plenty more that got stories to tell, have told their stories, they've been through it. Just keep trusting God and keep letting him. Even when it look like you don't, tomorrow ain't, it's not promised, but at the end of the day, even look like you can't see that far. Just trust him. I mean, that's who we got. We got our church family, and we got God. When our regular family pushing us in a direction, want us to do this, that, still, if it's not God, don't do it. Bottom line, if it's not God, y'all, don't participate. To now in my life where my family, we used to get together a lot. But now I don't participate because a lot of ungodly, unsavory things go on. And so now I'm acting funny. I'd rather act funny. I'd rather act funny. Amen. I'd rather do that person that what man think, it don't matter to me anymore. If not pleasing to God, I'm not going to do it. So I'm just asking y'all, let y'all know, don't do it. We know we're wrong. He So when we write, we write. And you know, the righteous will avail. It's just the bottom line of what the word tells us. So I just want to thank y'all for the opportunity of listening to my story. And just, I hope I've been a blessing to you all. Thank you.